Well, we're going to go take live down to the field for the coin toss with Dan. This is your travel shopper coin toss.
Devil team captain. Abbeville captains. Introduce yourself, guys. All right, I'm Mr. Alexander. Free tonight. Your other officials are Mr. Burton, Mr. Coon, Mr. Livingston. Oh, captain number 2, you're going to call it. If I drop it, we're going to call it loud enough for him to hear it. What's your call? Yes. Can't be called. Tails it is.
Abbeville wins the toss and they choose to defer, so we'll get the ball to start the game.
All right, thank you, Dan, for that coin toss sideline report down there. Like I said, Lincoln County, we lost the coin toss. Abbeville wins the coin toss. They elect to defer to the second half, so we will be receiving. The way we'll be receiving is from our left. We will be putting our back to, I'm assuming that's their gym over there I'm looking at. And Abbeville will be kicking with their back to their scoreboard, if you're familiar with Hike Stadium and Dennis Bott's Field.
So, one thing about it, Doug, for the fans that don't know, we watch film on a Monday night. They got kids 11 on offense, 11 on defense, and neither one goes both ways. Even their special teams, nobody goes. So
true platoon.
You talking about talented with, or loaded with talent. That is Abbeville.
And where you see that being a major factor, late third quarter, fourth quarter.
Right.
You want to? If you got a roster there, I was going to tell you just read out who our front 5 up there are, but you haven't got a roster in front of you, have you?
Hey, man. Let me borrow your roster.
You got Andy Ray Windrow, you got DeKemus Zellers up there, you got Brett Smallwood up there, you got Dalton Weatherington up there, and you got Biles.
All right, thank you, Dan. And there's the kickoff. It's a line drive that's going to go into the end zone, so they will bring it out to the 20. Dig in my satchel here and get Addison a roster.
You're a good man, buddy.
I'll tell you what, you got your 50-year-old son up top with Cameron. I got you right here.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can't get away from raising youngins.
I'm telling you, buddy.
All right, so Lincoln County will take over with the kick into the end zone. We will get it start on the 20. Coming out in the shotgun formation. Got Gunby back in the shotgun. He fakes a handoff to his setback going off the right side. They're going to pick up a quick 5 yards. They stacked him up after about a 2-yarder, and he just struggled and pushed and outmanned them to the 25, bringing up 2nd and 5 for Lincoln County.
And Craig just lowering his head, running hard that time, Doug, and really kind of pushed the pile once he hit it.
And this is that time of the season where we got to learn new names with new numbers, and we may be calling somebody by name from last year. Back in the shotgun again, going to be rolls right, pumps, fakes left, and he's going to get sacked back to about the 16. Was that supposed to be a screen play that just caved in on him too quick?
Yep, I like the call. We tried to set up a little screen over on the left-hand side, and they read it good, and Gumby just had to eat it for, about an 8 or 9 yard loss.
All right, it looks like Abbeville's going with a 3-man front on the defense. We're still in the shotgun. Gumby back there, rolling left, looking, throws out in the flats. He's got Sagas at the 20, and he's going to get brought down to about 21, staying in bounds. It's going to bring up, 3rd and 9?
Fourth down.
Fourth and 9, my bad.
That's all right, buddy. We know this is just your first game this year, Doug.
I'm back.
Oh, God.
Thoroughly enjoyed my vacation last week down in Gulf Shores. Did tune in, got the fourth quarter last week on the internet. Snaps there, punts away. They put pressure on. It's kind of a wobbly short kick. Lands on the 47, bounces to 50, back to the Abbeville 39. And who did the punting for us?
Josh Stewart.
Joshua Stewart was the punter, number 65, a senior. So it's 3 and out for Lincoln. Let's see what Abbeville now. What I read is that they got a freshman quarterback that plays like a senior.
He's really good, really good.
Quarterback comes up under center. He's got one set back, turns hands to his back, going left side. He gets met right there, but he's going to manage to pick up about 3 yards, gets it over to 40 and brought down at the 40. We'll call it the 43 and a half.
Yeah, Deshaun in on that tackle along with Jones.
All right, the Panthers breaking huddle, sending a man wide out to the right side. Lincoln, what are they running? 4-man front on defense. Quarterback fakes a handoff, keeps it himself, gets hit at the line, and maybe, I think, forward progress, they're going to say he picked up about a yard, but we knocked him back about 2 yards after we hit him.
Yeah, Deshaun met him in the hole, Doug, and really popped him pretty good.
Deshaun Taylor, number 34. Where was he coming from? Outside linebacker spot or cornerback?
Yeah, he's this right side over here.
Okay.
He's on the right and Brown's on the
All
left.
right, he's the linebacker on the right side there. All right, bring up third and 4. Fake one way, hand back across the middle. It goes up the middle. Abbeville's got the first down. He's crossed the 50, the 45, down to about the 44, where they pick up a first down.
Yeah, they just ran an excellent little trap play that time, Doug, and I think we was looking for him to go wide with it, and they happened to just pop him up quick for a 10-yard gain.
Did a little fake to his man in the backfield going to the right and just turned back around, hand to the other back, which, like I said, followed the trap.
Yeah, they going to – Coach told us Monday night they're going to throw it very, very little tonight.
One setback, man in motion, left to right, hands to the man in motion. Gets around the corner, picks up about 3 or 4 yards, getting hit hard, knocked back. Forward progress is going to give him about 3 yards.
Dalton Weatherington got out there from his line position and put a nice lick on him.
And that's not a small person to be getting a lick taken from.
No.
I'm thinking, what is he possibly, if not one of the top 2 biggest players we've got?
Oh yeah.
He's got to be around 260 or so.
So to bring up 2nd and 8 for Abbeville, the ball on the Lincoln 44. Abbeville quarterback rolling up the pass, and he's going to throw one up, and he's going to be incomplete. His receiver didn't turn around in time. He underthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, looks like we got Sagas out there tonight, Doug, on in the defensive backfield. He did not start there last week, so I don't know if maybe they got a speedster or something that we're trying to cover up with Mason.
Yeah, he's been lined up over that number 11 wherever he's gone. So.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, it is nice out here tonight, guys. The wind's blowing, I guess, from the edges of that hurricane, but it is really comfortable out here.
We're early in the game, y'all. There is no score. Abbeville trying to put together a small drive.
They've got 3rd and 8, man in motion from right to left. And he gets the ball, and he's going to turn the corner. He's across the 40, and we bring him down to the 35. I think he's going to be about a foot shy of the first, depending on how they spot him.
He
they
is
may
short.
measure.
He's short.
I think he's short, but I think I would ask for a measurement if I was the coach.
It's like they found something there, Doug, on that little trap. That's twice in a row they've hit it for pretty big yards.
I don't know if you noticed that alignment. We lined up kind of nobody over the center or even over the left tackle, so they kind of where they ran where we didn't have lined up.
4th and inches for Abbeville with the ball on our 34 and a half. And they just push it up the middle, and they're going to get it. They finally push the man forward, and he picks up 3 more yards. I was thinking they had blown him down back about 2 yards further, but they apparently didn't. They had him stacked up, but they pick up the first down inside the 30. It'd be 1st and 10 for Abbeville. This is their first possession, and they have picked up now, 2 first downs?
Yeah, yep, exactly. We knew they were going to be, they are big and strong up front. And I kind of saw it there.
It's going to be the tale of two running teams.
Yes,
tonight.
absolutely. Should be a quick game.
Abbeville quarterback spins around, hands to his tailback. He tries to go right, nothing there. Tries to cut back, and somebody met him with a great big hello, look like number 5, Jet Marshall.
Yeah, I think Dalton was in there, and then, like you said, Jet come up and just kind of clean things up.
You're right, Addison. Dalton got him first and slowed him up.
Yeah.
Jet came
Dalton
cleaned
baked
up.
the cake, and Jet come put the icing on.
There you go. There you go. All right, we're 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. There is no score. Abbeville is driving.
With 2nd and 10 with the ball on the Lincoln 29. And they're going to hand to the tailback, going to the right side, and he cuts back left. And he's going to get up in it inside the 25 at the 24. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Jalen.
Man, they gave him a great spot, didn't they?
Jalen Franklin on that stop.
He got that far, but he cut back and got upended closer to the 24. They got him at about the 22. Oh, well. 3rd and 4. The ball on the 22. Or thereabout.
Thereabouts.
In the neighborhood. Got motion right to left. It's going to be the toss to the back going to the left side, and he just runs straight down the line. I don't think he got any north-south stuff. A lot of east-west, maybe a foot or two.
Yeah, Brown looked like Brown made a good play on there. Read that real well and showed a lot of speed and strength, bringing that back down. A pretty good tailback.
He got about a foot out of it, so it's going to bring up 4. We're going to call it 4th and 2.
Yep.
Yeah,
Looks like they're going to try a field goal,
field
Doug.
goal. All right.
I was watching him in pregame now. He's got plenty of legs, so.
So he's going to be putting it,
yeah.
teeing up on the 29, so it'll be a 39-yard attempt.
Remember, they beat us by 3 last year.
Yep. And they may try to draw us off,
Yeah,
too.
you may be right. Huh?
Snaps there, a little high, but it's up. Kick is up far enough, and it is good.
He tipped the ball. And it still got off. I thought he had blocked it completely, but he tipped the ball, and the next thing I know, the ball's going through the air.
So at 4:28 in the first quarter, Abbeville gets a, 39-yard?
Yeah, 39.
39. And while they're coming back, I think they're going to give them a water break. So let's go back to the.
Just start calling it. I can't.
10 seconds.
Oh, okay, there he is. That's perfect, Jimmy.
We're back at Heights Stadium where Abbeville is kicking off to us after just scoring that field goal. Let's field it at the 10 by number 11. And he's going to get hit at the 20, spins around, 25, and finally brought down right near the 30. And running that ball was Craig Jones.
All right, Doug, we're going to try to put a little something together here now. Our first offensive possession saw us get a net total of 1 yard and give them the ball back. They put together about a little 39-yard drive and got 3 out of it. Boy, he put a good foot into it on that field goal.
Yeah, he did. And then got tipped a little bit.
Yeah.
Still got it through there. All right, Gumby back in the shotgun. Going to fake a handoff, keep it himself. Got a little room. He's at the 40. Rode down from behind to the 40. 44 and a half, almost to the 45. Picking up a quick Lincoln County first down. Our first down of the game. This is our second possession.
That was a great job. Great fake that time to Jones. And then Gumby had a lane on this right side. Great blocking.
Back in that shotgun, fakes it to him, hands it to him this time, and this time he's going to get hit at the line and gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up a couple inches. We're going to bring up second and a real long 9 for Lincoln County. With 3:49 to go in the first quarter, Abbeville is up 3-0 with that 39-yard field goal. Lincoln County players looking over to the sideline, getting the hand signals for the play. They don't have those wristbands on this year.
No, sir.
Where they were used to keep up with all the plays and they'd holler out numbers and whatnot. Okay, they go in the old wigwag way. Gumby dropping back to pass, throws out to the left flat. Tried to come underneath to Sagas at the 45 and just underthrew him by about a foot and a half. The ball's up another foot and a half. We got 1st and 10 on their 45. But it wasn't up a foot and a half, so we got 3rd and 9.99 yards from our 45.
All right. You got it.
I thought I was weighing gold or silver. 99.99% pure. We're flooded to the left with receivers. Going to be rolling to the left, throwing, trying to throw down deep to Sagas, and overthrows him this time. He underthrew and overthrew. Next time, it's got to be on the mark. So it's going to bring up 4th down for Lincoln. We're on our own 45, so it's going to bring out the punting unit.
Yeah, this will be a big. We got to really shut them down here when they get the football back.
Can't let them go up 2 scores on us.
3:13 to go. We're down 3. Abbeville hit a long 39-yard field goal.
Josh Stewart standing back on the 31-yard line for the punt. It punts short. The snap is short. He has to pick it up off the ground. Gets a pretty good punt away after that. Lands down at about the 26 and takes a Lincoln roll to about the 22 and is finally down right there. And that's where Abbeville will start their second possession of the night. 2:59 to go in the first quarter. And we picked up 1 first down out of one first down in the game so far. Of course, Abbeville's only got, 2 or 3 first downs?
Yeah, 2.
So it's
Yeah.
we've had it twice. They've had it once. They got 3 points. We got 0 points. Defense got to hunker down, hold them right here, and let's get the ball back and see if we can get some points on the board.
That's right, buddy.
Abbeville, quarterback in the center. He's got a man in motion, tosses it to him, going in motion right to left, turns the corner. He's over the 25, up in it at about the 26. Picks up about 5 yards, so it'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Abbeville with the ball on their 26. 3-0. Abbeville up on top after that 39-yard field goal. Abbeville sends man wide out to either side. Quarterback gets up under center. He's got 1 setback. Slot to either side. Right slot goes motion. Fakes to him. Turns back around. Hands to his man on the right. And he's got a first down. He just was a hole there, and he just run over people.
It was a big hole, but then he kind of ran over us as we were tackling him.
You know, that quarterback is tall, but when he comes out from under center, he stays low and he does all his fakes literally behind the line of scrimmage, behind the lineman rather. And it's tough to pick up where the ball's going.
Yep.
All right, Abbeville picks up a first down. It's 1st and 10 on their 39. Full house backfield, hands to the right back. Trying to go on off the left side, following 2 lead blockers. Picks up about 2 yards, maybe 3. We're going to call it 3rd and 7 from the 42. And you were right. So far, this game is 15 minutes. The quarter is almost over.
Yeah, like I said, the coach said they probably won't throw it half a dozen times tonight. They really don't need too much. They're big and strong up front, big, strong backs.
Abbeville, quarterback's up on the center. We got a 4-man front. Motion right to left, fakes to the motion man, hands to the other slot. He tries to go off right side. We stack him up. He gets to the line of scrimmage, but we push him back 10 yards. I don't know why they let him push back 10 yards before they blow it down. Are they hoping he'll break loose and take off running?
That's a good point. Actually going to lose a couple there, Doug, I believe.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 with the ball on the 41.
Now they may throw it, but I don't.
We'll see.
You'll never know.
They're still going wide out to either side. 1 step back, man in motion, right to left, hand to the motion man. He's got the corner turned, and it's going to be close on whether he went out of bounds where he got the first down. I think he got it. I believe he got it right near the 50, right here in front of us, but in front of their bench, it's hard to see where he stepped out.
Wow, we had a good chance to stop them there, and like I said, they didn't have to throw it. Don't look like it's going to be close.
Boy, it is very close, and I can't see the bottom of the chain. It's right up. They're going to have to measure. If he's short by a frog hair, and if he's got it by a frog hair.
Their players are standing right in front of us, so I can't see where they got the ball marked.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. We're down 3, and we're fixing to measure for the Abbeville first down, see if they got it right near midfield.
Chain gang coming across the field. That's a long way to go, Williams. You got to go all the way across, but then all the way back.
He's pulling it out, and he's got it by half a ball.
All right, first down, Abbeville, just shy of the 50-yard line with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lincoln trailing Abbeville 0-3. Abbeville got on the board with a 39-yard field goal on their opening drive.
All right. We've moved it 28 yards on us so far on this one drive.
Lincoln staying with that 4-man front on defense. Abbeville slot man shuffles back. He takes the toss. We grab him. We grab him at the 50, wrestle him and sling him down, but we sling him forward. If you're going to sling, it's got to be backwards. You never sling back forward. We sling him, and he picks up an extra 2.5 yards off the sling.
That's going in the quarter, Doug.
All right. So after one complete quarter of play.
I know I saw Andy Wingro and him running that core to it now. And he was looking for somebody to do it. All right, whenever you can bring it back to us, Jimmy.
Bring it back when you can.
And what you can do, Doug, is just recall it.
Just start calling it. All right.
Thank you, buddy.
And we're getting set to start the second quarter here. Lincoln County taking on Abbeville. Lincoln trailing 3-0. Abbeville with the ball. They've been moving the ball. They've just got it inside the 50. Second down. Quarterback fakes the toss. Throws a pass. Going to be incomplete. Almost picked off by number 34, Deshaun Taylor. He stepped up but couldn't put a handle on it.
Yeah, and Doug, I would dare not second guess them, but dog, if I throw that thing right now. I mean, they kind of got us on our heels. Yeah, but I guess
And if we pick that off and he takes it into the end zone,
yes, sir.
that
you're really looking at
a lot of momentum.
Sometimes as coaches, you outthink yourself.
You're right. There you go. Exactly.
All right, brings up 3rd and 6. Motion man gets the ball. Number 7-2 grabs him around the neck and wrestles him down and still picks up about 3 or 4 yards. And that was Brandon Biles. They grabbed him from that defensive tackle spot. Going to bring up 4th. We're going to call it 4th and a long 2, short 3 with the ball on the 44. I'm sure they're going to go for it.
Yeah. You guys will see this on TV in a few days. You'll see how strong their backs are. Brandon ain't no little bitty boy, and he just kind of pulled him a little ways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can't appreciate it unless you know how big Brandon is.
Quarterback up under center. He's going to run a little option, keeps it himself, takes a slant off to the right side. He's got a lane. He is going to go. We had a player that may not could have caught him, but he gave up on him at the 10. I hate to see that. You're going to give full chase. So where was that from? Was that from the 40?
It's about a 42-yard or maybe 43 yards. Yeah.
11:02 into the second quarter. Abbeville gets on the board again. This is their second possession.
Yep. A 78-yard drive that time by Abbeville.
And they're getting set to kick for the extra point. Point snaps there, kicks there. Kick is good. So we've got 10-0 Abbeville over Lincoln. So when they march back upfield, let's get in another quick commercial break, and we'll be back for the Abbeville kickoff back to Lincoln County on your Lincoln County Football Network. He downshifted on about the 12. And the man was only 2 yards in front of him.
Dive or something, you know?
Put the arrow up there, Doc. Put the arrow up.
And Abbeville is kicking off. It's going to be a line drive type kick. It's going to land on the 10, bounce out of bounds at about the 4, so we will get it brought out to the 35. So we will start our possession here at the 35-yard line. After Abbeville kicks it out of bounds way across on the far side of the field.
Doug, in that first quarter, Abbeville had 68 yards of offense. Lincoln County had 15 yards of offense. That's just in the first quarter. Remember, they just scored that 43-yard run in the second quarter. So.
All right, big possession for Lincoln. We've got to make something happen. Back in the shotgun, he hands off to his tailback, goes off the right side, picks up a few yards, 3 or 4, but do we have time to try to grind out a ground game down by 10 when we haven't stopped them yet? We got to get points on the board quick.
I think that's how we're going to have to do it, honestly.
Yeah,
I think we're going to have to
right.
ground it out and keep it away from them.
Ground it out and try to keep it away from them.
You know, yeah, that's a good point. Then to hope for a turnover or something, you know, to get you getting back in this thing.
Got motion man left to right, and he's going to throw it out in the flats. And Sagas at the 40 to 50, and then pushed out of bounds at the 45, and we pick up a first down. A gun beat a Sagas pass, kind of a flare-out pass from him.
Yeah, that was a good call there.
Yes.
Now that was a excellent job, excellent execution. 10:27 to go in the half. We're down 10-0.
Well, excellent insight that we got to do something big and quick in a hurry, not grind it out. I mean, you know, come on. I'm back. I'm not at Gulf Shores. And it's going to be a Gumby keeper. He fakes to his tailback, takes it off, tries to head up the middle, and slides to the left side, picks up about 4 or 5 quick yards. Going to bring up second and 6 with the ball on the 44. And this is our deepest penetration of the ball game, with 10 minutes to go to the half. Lincoln trailing 10-0.
Yeah, I think it's real important to put something on the board here, Doug.
Yes. We've got to put points on the board on this drive. Back in the shotgun, as he's going to kind of toss it out to Jones. Jones got a little bit of lane, stumbles, and lunges forward and gets that first down on second, third effort. Lunges over that 35. They're going to mark the 35, 34, somewhere right in there. Kind of a little stutter step toss to the setback there, Jones.
I don't know. I've never seen us run that, but whatever it was, great effort by Jones. Yeah, we picked up 10.
Absolutely.
That's an option look out of the spread.
Okay.
Still back in that shotgun. He's going to fake it to him, drop back the pass, throws. He got a completion, I believe, down at about the 23.
That was a great adjustment by Zyricus Letman. The ball got tipped at the line, and Letman had to stop and come back to his left to make that catch.
And that's another Red Devil first down. We're trying to put something together here.
I'm glad you saw that, Dan, because all that was, there was about 15
kinda,
players
yeah.
in between us. All we saw was the ball go throwing and not bounce off the ground. First down, Lincoln County. And Gumby tries to hand it off, and there's a little mix-up on who's supposed to get it, and he drops it and falls on it, loses a few yards, but we do recover back at about the 26, so it would be second and about 13 for Lincoln.
Yeah, that wasn't very pretty.
No.
I kind of think what happened there is Craig saw the defensive man breaking loose, and he was going for a block, and Denzel hand off.
All right, hands to Craig. He finds a hole up the middle. Good second effort. Gets it inside the 15. I believe he's going to – has he got enough for the first?
No, he's going to be short.
Short.
We're going to have about a yard and a half, 2 yards.
Great job by our front 5 right there, opening Craig up a little lane in order for him to pick up what he did that time. We're 8 minutes to go in the half, down 10-0.
Third and a yard and a half. We're in the I formation now. Got 2 wideouts to the right side. And we're going to hand to Jones. The setback going off the right side.
No.
Did we lose a yard?
Oh, yeah,
No.
they ate that up there.
We lost about a foot, but
Okay. Big fourth down decision right here. Fourth and about 2. All right, we're in the I. 2 wides to the right side. Gumby up under the center. He hands to Jones. Jones has got the first down in the 10, inside the 10 at about the 8. First and goal for Lincoln. 7:28 to go into the half.
yes, sir, that ball is spotted on the 8-yard line now.
Good vision that time by Jones. Man, they had a guy to break through the line, and he just kind of sidestepped him and moved ahead for a first down. Good eyes, good vision that time.
All right, back in the shotgun. Got the one set back. Fakes it to Jones and tries to follow him, but somebody shot through, and Gumby could go nowhere. He loses a couple yards.
Looks like maybe we should have given that to him.
Yep.
The hole was there
They
quick.
went right on past Jones, and they picked up something that he was going to keep it. I don't know what they picked up, but they picked it up.
We got timeout.
Man, should have handed that thing. Man, it broke quick. It was wide open right there, dude. Dang it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank Rocky Duckman at Computer Consultants and Merchants, CCN and Greenwood.
So I'm fixing to throw it. You know, we're doing a good job up front.
Okay. And welcome back to Hike Stadium here in Abbeville, where we had timeout on the field. Lincoln County has second and goal, and I'm going to take it down to Dan. You got it. Tell us how you seeing it from down there, Dan.
All right, Denzel's in the shotgun, got one wide out left, two right. Trey in a slot. Mason goes in motion. Craig's in the backfield. Denzel's going to take the snap. He's looking to his right. Got him in out there. Zarica, touchdown, Red Devils.
All right.
That'll make it 10-6. Yes, sir, with 6:39 to go in the second quarter.
That was a pretty pass, man. I'm talking some good timing on that from Denzel to Letman. And Zyricus is just a sophomore, guys.
10-yard pass. I think I may need to take it down to Dan more often then.
There you go.
Take it to him when they score. All right. Getting ready to kick the extra point. James Spratling. Snaps there.
Good.
Kicks there. Far enough, high enough, and it is good enough. Well, Lincoln County gets the touchdown and the extra point. We've got a 7-10 ball game. Lincoln trailing now by just 3.
All right. I tell you, he gets that thing up quick. That Spratling, man, I think if you can block his, you got to be about 80 feet tall.
What was the distance on that drive?
10 yard. There's a 65-yard drive, a 10-yard
10
pass.
yards.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's kind of what we needed. 6:39 to go in a half. Lincoln County is on the board. You know, and this is our 4th year in a row playing these guys, and every one of them's kind of been a good, tight football game. I know a few years ago, I think they shut us out, but last year and the year before, 3 years ago, so perhaps we'll see another nail-biter. It ain't good for my nerves, but I'll get over it.
Well, last year, the way the scoring was, it was 0-7, 7-7, 14-7 Lincoln, 14-14, 14-21, 21-21, 21-24. So that's how, it's been never
like
over a touchdown difference in the score.
Right.
Max is back to kick this week.
All right. Ashmore doing the kicking, kicks from the 40. High flipping over end, lands on the 20, bounces back to about the 17. And the Abbeville guy picks it up right there.
Zellas.
Yes, sir. Zellas laid the wood on him just then.
I can see that coming, man. He kind of just had him in his sights and just laid a good lick on him.
Laid him out on about the 23, and that's where Abbeville will start this possession with 6:33 to go to the half.
All right, let's see if we can feed just a little bit now off that offensive drive.
We've got a 10-7 ball game. Lincoln is trailing by 3. Abbeville has a man in motion, but hand to him. He goes down the line and loses a few yards.
Yes, sir. He's going to be back around the 20-yard line. Maybe just a 19 and a half where they're spotting it.
A lot of east-west, and he wasn't able to turn it and go north-south then.
Craig Jones shut that down that time. He was out there waiting for him.
Have you ever noticed when they go up and down the field, you say north-south? If it's going that way, it's north-south. One way ought to be south-north, shouldn't it?
That's right.
Shouldn't it? I mean,
That's right. That's true.
Cipher that one.
So are they going north or south right now?
I don't know.
I hope they go south is backward.
All right, they hand off, and he goes
Back to the
north.
original.
He goes north about 5 yards.
He got back to just about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a tick short, but no, they're marking it right on the pole. So
We're going to say to our right is north, to our left is south. Okay.
Okay, Doug.
I think north and south just helps the people know what we're talking
know.
about.
But
All right,
this one-
guys, this will be a big stop now.
Huge third down right here. Huge.
3rd and 10. Stop them here and make them punt, and then we could at least control the ball to the half if we get a couple first downs. Motion from right to left. Fakes to the man going to the left. Hand back to a man coming from left to right. He spins around, gets loose, breaks tackles, and we're going to bring him down from behind. The hit him at the 45, but he managed to get it on downfield to about the 37. He just
Wow, we had a couple of guys that just didn't lock up. We just tried to shoulder him down, and I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna get them on the ground like that. And we actually had him right on the line of scrimmage. So
had it there where they were going to have to punt.
Big
We just
first
gave him a little bit of daylight, and all it takes is one little play where you break down, and instead of being fourth down, they punt to us. They got first and 10 on our 37. Full house backfield. Turn hands to the left, set back, tries to go right. Gets about a yard, if that. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. The big thing now is the clock's running down to 4 minutes and 39 seconds to go to the half.
yeah, Brown and Jones on that play on the tackle that time. That's Sherrod Jones.
Lincoln still trailing by 3. It's a 10-7 ball game.
Uh-oh, it looked like we got Jets a little bit slow moving. Marshall flexing his knee a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all right.
They're going to say he didn't pick anything up
Yeah,
on that
nothing.
play. It's going to be 2nd 10 in the shotgun motion, left to right. Now he's up under center, getting pressured. Oh, we got to grab his jersey, got away, gets the pass off. And a reception, threw it into heavy traffic, and does he come up with it?
Oh yeah, he was open. We're diving all over the place instead of finishing the tackle, and they had him twice in the backfield.
All right, so another first down for the Panthers, and they're driving in our territory again.
Our first defending backfield was able to reach out and grab just a little bit of his jersey, and then we had another guy, half a shot at him. If we could have wrapped him up back there, it would have been so sweet.
You kind of got to break that thing down a little bit, especially the second guy. Kind of got to break it down a little bit.
So it's 1st and 10 for Abbeville with the ball on the 24. Quarterback up under center, motion right to left, fakes to the hands to the man coming from left to right, trying to turn the corner, and we're going to stack him up. And I believe he's going to lose a yard. Well, they may say he fell forward and got back to the line, but it's going to bring up 10 yards for him from 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Trey read that thing really, really well and kind of spoiled it, but Jet came in and kind of cleaned up the mess there. 3 minutes to go in the half, 10-7. Bad guys.
All right, clock ticking down to 3 minutes. Abbeville, the quarterback got a man in motion right to left, fakes to him, hands to his fullback, going up the middle, gets it over the 20-yard line, going to pick up about 4 yards out of it. See where they finally spot him. We're going to call it 3rd and 6, long 6, short 7.
Yep. All right, we need to stiffen up right here one time now. Come on.
We seem to be doing pretty good for 2 plays, and then we have a breakdown.
You're right. Exactly. Man, we just kind of let's hold the fort here.
Abbeville puts wide outs to either side, got the one setback, slots to either side, quarterback on the center, fakes to his fullback, keeps it himself, tries to come down the line. We stack him up, and he maybe gets a yard out of it to about the 19, so it's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Coach Campbell signaled for a timeout.
Okay, is he thinking we're going to stop?
We didn't bring as many. We were lined all around last year. Of course, that's a good crowd. That's a pretty good crowd.
That's a good crowd. And we can't see what's all back behind us. And welcome back to Heights Stadium, where we're 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go to the half in this Lincoln County Abbeville football game. Abbeville's up on top, 10-7, 2:12 to go. Abbeville 4th and 5 with the ball on about the 18. And they're setting up for a field goal. They've already got 139-yarder. They'll be trying a 35-yard attempt right here. Ball will be placed down on the 25-yard line. Snaps there. Kick is up far enough, high enough, and they're saying straight enough. So with 2:07, Abbeville gets 3 more points.
Well, 13-7. We got a little time with the ball left with 2:07, so let's see if we can get something out there.
You're right, Dan. They have yet to send their punter on the field, and we're only down 6 points. So that's kind of, you can't be. You got to be. Not all down. You know what I'm saying? And we got to find some positive there. That's a positive thing.
But
We're going to be a glass half full, people, right? It
Now,
could be
you know
worse.
that's right.
Well, there's any crowd that
No,
true platoons, is it?
we ran one back here a couple of years ago. Mason did. Sure would be nice to see that happen.
Wow, wouldn't that be cool?
All right, Abbeville getting set to kick off. They kick. It's going to be a low line drive. It's going to be fielded. Oh, in the end zone.
Yep.
Kicked it into the end zone, so they'll bring it out to the 20.
All right, so we got 80 yards to go with 2:07 in the half. We're down just 13-7.
Touchback on the kickoff. We're bringing it out to the 20, and that's where we start. We've got 80 yards to go, 2 minutes and 7 seconds to do it, and we've got 2 timeouts.
Yep.
Abbeville has their full 3 allotment of 3. Lincoln coming out. We got the 2 wide outs. We got Sagas and number 27, Jalen Franklin, wide to the left side. And we're going to hand to the tailback going off the right side. He gets across the 25 to about the 26, picks up about 6 yards. Actually, they're going to say he picked up about
about 6.
6.
Yeah.
The guy with the down marker got a little anxious and went too far up.
Yeah, I've been watching the clock. That guy does a good job on the distance on the clock over there. That's what I'm looking at
Okay.
to kind of do.
I was looking at the down marker. And we're going to run the ball up the middle, or we're going to be content to just take it into the half like this, or we?
I don't know. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm saying. It's a strategy to run it in the middle. If you break it, great. If not, let's don't let them have the ball back with any time. So it's going to bring up third and 1, and the clock's still running. In the shotgun, Sagas in motion. Fakes to him, hands to the man going up the middle. We've got the first.
Craig Jones.
Jones on the carry that stopped the clock for the movement of the chain on the first down. Now do we try to air it out with a whole new setter?
I think you do now. I think.
I'm with you, Addison.
They've started the clock before they got the chain set. But that's all right. Rolling out the pass, looking left.
Tipped at the line.
Tip, incomplete.
That's always scary. When that thing gets knocked up in there, who
Yep.
knows who can catch it?
Yeah, it looked like a linebacker got it after that, too, didn't he?
Yeah,
2
I
tips.
think he was close, yeah.
48 seconds to go to the half. 2nd and 10 for Lincoln with the ball on our own. 34 and a half.
The good news, that stops the clock.
Yep. All right, we got 3 wide to the right side, 1 wide to the left, slot to the right. Jones' slide on the right, shifting to the left. And there's going to be a Gumby keeper. He's got the first down. He's crossed the midfield at about the 48-49. That stops the clock to get the chain set. So we come up, spike the ball, or we?
Oh, yeah, I think you spike it, Doug. Coach told us at the meeting Monday night that
Clock's running, and we're still standing there trying
we-
to figure out what we're going to run. That's 6 seconds, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds running, no play off. Gumby rolling left, flips back around to the right, fires out. He's got a man, got a reception, to 40, to 30, 20, out of bounds at the inside the 20.
What a call. Wow, what a call.
Gumby, rolls left, pivots around, fires back out to the right flat. Who was on that reception?
It looked like Jet. Jet Marshall is who I
No, that was Zyricus Letman, number
Was it
8.
Letman? Okay.
All right, Dan, bring us some luck. Take us home down there.
Hey, get Denzel in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, look to his right, throws out there to that Zyricus again. Let's see. I think they're going to give us timeout. He didn't get us out of bounds. I can't tell which one they're doing here. It's a ref.
Timeout.
Timeout, okay. Our last timeout.
So 8.9 seconds to go on the clock. What is it, 2nd and about 7?
Yeah, and really the important part is 10.5 to the end zone.
Yeah.
With 8.9 to go.
Where's the ball at?
It is just outside the 10.
Okay. From here, the way it's marked, I would call it the 13.
All right, guys, we zero on the timeout here.
Yep.
It looks like we go kick it. Looks like I see Spratling coming in.
Okay. So if he's on the 10, kicks back
27 yarder.
27 yarder.
Yeah.
It's not but 7 yards further than you would for an extra point.
He's got plenty of leg. He was kicking them up on the roof on the gym for PATs last week.
So this is called it 9 seconds to go. Lincoln County will be getting set to attempt a field goal for a 27-yard attempt. Spratling will be doing the kicking. Who's doing the holding down there?
That'd be Price.
Price Rogers doing the holding. Snaps there. Kick is up.
That's good.
High enough.
Right through there.
And it is
Beautiful.
good with 4 seconds to go. So with 4
Coach.
seconds.
Coach Doolittle had to give a little bump to James when he came off. That was cool.
All right, so we drive it 70 yards and we get 3 out of it. A great call. Remember, we rolled, what was it? That we rolled left and hit a kind of a little screen over that Letman that got us about a 37-yard gain to set up a last second. Well, they still got 4 seconds to go, but wow, we've cut it to 13-10, man.
Yeah, considering how it felt like we got handled a little bit there for
Exactly.
a while in the first quarter particular, and that one big play.
Yep.
That feels kind of good to be down just 13-10.
Absolutely.
Conditioning is going to be the big factor in the second half in this game.
I'm gonna tell you what. Now they may not be going both ways, but ain't nobody in better condition than our guys. I promise you, Coach Doolittle has got them working.
There ain't no fat left on the bones.
Only the fat that needs to be there for the linemen.
All right, Lincoln getting ready to kick off after scoring that 27-yard field goal to make it a 10-13 game. We're only trailing by 3, 4 seconds to go to the half. And we're going to kick kind of a squib kick. It's going to land on about the 25, and they're going to fall on it on about the 21. And that will take us to the half.
Lincoln County Red Devil football is made possible in part by
Augusta Telephone, City Tire of Lincolnton, Clyte's Crossing, Crawford and Brazil Pharmacy, Doug Newman State Farm Insurance, F&M Bank of Lincolnton, Hardee's of Lincolnton, JT Service Center, Johnson Equipment Sales, Service and Rentals, McCutcheon Heating and Air, Pennington Paint and Body, Roland and Ware Auto Parts, Spradlin Hardware, Verizon Wireless and Radio Shack of Lincolnton. Your travel shopper.
each Lincoln County Red Devil game can be heard live online at WSGCradio.com. Now to the press box we go for the voice of the Red Devils, Doug Newman.
This time Lincoln's going to be kicking off because Abbeville did defer the coin toss. We're kicking from right to left, and there's the kick. Second half is underway. It's a low kick. Lands on the 30, bounces back to the 20. The guy tries to pick it up and drops his knee on the ground. So Abbeville will start the first possession of the second half from the 21.
Yeah, he won't be happy with himself
No.
there. He had a little bit of room to roam because he fielded it rather cleanly. But like you said, Doug just fielded it on his knees.
It's kind of like the 20-yard line just
Tripped him. A smurf. We had a guy one time.
his shoes had lead in it, and the 20-yard line was magnets. They held him, and he just leaned forward.
That's a good, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we bring you. We bring you just as you, so you can see what's happening.
And he could easily stepped up. All right, Abbeville hands off. Guy steps up. Who's that on the stop? Sherrod Jones meets him face to face, right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a good tackle, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you now.
That was a face to face in
Yes,
your
sir.
face.
Yeah.
Wasn't no hard tackle. It was a good, safe
Right.
technique tackle.
All right.
So to bring up 2nd and 10 for Abbeville as we get this second half underway. Lincoln trailing 10-13 over Abbeville. Abbeville quarterback up under center. He's got one setback. Got a slot man in motion from right to left. He's going to roll, do a little option, keeping it himself, and we're going to grab him and bring him down from behind.
Well, like Biles led the way.
Yes, so that was Big Biles, and then Deshaun came in to help finish
All
up.
right. Just run down the line, and we just pull him down. Going to bring up third.
Wow.
Third and 10.
This is what Coach Banks is talking about.
There you go, Addison.
Here it is.
That's where we find out.
Absolutely.
This is where we find out if the conversation at halftime took. If the tobacco chewing, et cetera, et
I
cetera.
like that, Doug. Tobacco chewing.
All right, Abbeville rolls around the pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Lincoln at the 33. And we're going to return it inside the 20. Hey, we had, what, 3 defenders out there, the one receiver. Poor choice on making that pass.
Yeah, maybe that had a little bit of freshman on that one, Doug. Zyrekus picks it off. Dan, is that our first pick of the year? Did we have one last week? I don't.
We did not have one last week that I recall, but that was, we got to give some credit to Jet Marshall on getting back in the backfield to put pressure on the QB.
We dropped it.
We're on it though. We're back on it. Danzel dropped it in the shotgun and fell on it. It looks like at about the 25, just inside the 25. We're going to mark it.
So it looks like both teams got the second half jitters.
That's a
Pizza
kind of a
has
momentum. I'm going to tell you, we're
in hog heaven.
I know who the man is in this town. I know who the man is. You the man.
Listening to that talk, there must be some food in the booth.
They just brought 4 big old pizzas up here.
Oh, my. All right.
And I haven't started. I'm just licking my chops.
Well, I'll call it since you eating. Denzel's waiting for the snap in the shotgun. Got 2 wideouts right. Craig in the backfield beside him, 1 wideout left. He's going to take the snap, hand off to Craig. Craig's going to run off the left-hand side. Going to get a little room out there, but not much. Get down to about the 20-yard line.
About the 20, about the original line of scrimmage. And speaking of injuries, it looks like we've got our first one on the field. It's not us. It's an Abbeville player down on about the 24. He's down here. All right. Gumby back in the shotgun. Got 2 wides to the right. Looks right. Throws across the middle.
Touchdown!
Touchdown. Mason Sagas from Gumby at about the 20-yard line. Was that a 20-yard?
20 yards, yes, sir.
So 9 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. Oh, boy. We just scored a touchdown. All right, they got a water break over quicker than we expected. Lincoln County came out. We threw a pass across the middle inside to Mason Sagas. We scored a touchdown, and we have kicked the extra point. Lincoln County has gone up now. 17-13. We are up with that Gunby to Sagas pass.
Well, it looked like from my angle here, Doug, may have thought. And we stick it in there for a touchdown.
I had to tell you, being down here on the field, Addison, that ball did have a little zip on it, and it was nicely placed. There was a little seam right there from Mason.
All right.
Run in, and the defensive back tried to get to it but couldn't.
And we're right back where we were last year. Back and forth, stop and quit, stop and quit.
Stop and quit, stops and it quits. So we cash in on the turnover, Doug, and Lincoln County, believe it or not, has a 17-13 lead, 9:30 to go in the third.
First time we've led tonight.
Yes.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting set to kick off for the second time in this half.
He did the last kick of the first quarter. He's watch for it to be a low kick.
All right, this is Jet Marshall.
And there's the kick, and it's going to be an onside kind of kick. And
they
piled up at the 40. We had a shot at it. Not a bad deal. Catch them off guard. We get it and take it in and score. That really takes momentum away from them.
I think that's showing a little confidence in your defense now.
Yeah.
Now, I got a question.
All right.
Was that an onside kick, or did he almost miss it, though? I mean, he was full speed kind of when he.
I don't know. I think he missed it.
Wow, okay. All right, here we go.
If it had been an onside attempt, I think we would have done a shift at the last second. I didn't see that happen. But if it had been recovered, we would have called it onside.
You know that's right.
All right, Abbeville quarterback spins around and carried it up the middle. We stack it up, throw him back, forward progress, take him up to the 46. Going to pick up about 5 yards, so to bring up second and 5 for Abbeville. 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lincoln is up 17-13. And if anybody out there would like to be the sponsor of the scoreboard thing, every time we call out a score, we'd call out the name of your business. Just give me a call and we'll get you hooked up there. We've still got a few slots open for some sponsors if you'd like to get on board with us this year. We'd like to have a pregame sponsor, a scoreboard sponsor if we could get them. Going to be a little toss to Abbeville. He tries to come around the right. We stack it up. He tries to reverse, and we take him down for what they gained on the ground on the last play. So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
I know Trey made the tackle, but man, Jet made a heck of a play. He just clogged it up out here on this on his left defensive end, their right side, and then Trey come and cleaned it up. But a great play that time by our defensive end, Marshall.
Are they going to say he went down
Yeah,
a yard?
about a 2 or
so it's
3
going to bring up
yard,
3rd and 9.
Here's that 3rd down again.
Yep. Man in motion, right to left. They're going to hand to the tailback, goes up the middle, and this time we hold. He picks up about 7 yards. He's going to get it to the 49. Their 49, our 51.
Uh-oh.
You knew that was coming.
4th and 2.
4th and 2, and
First time tonight.
their punting units coming out. Well, we've punted twice tonight.
Yeah, this is their first one.
Their first one. Their punter will be standing back on about the 35. Who we got back for us? Sagas?
Yeah.
He's floating back on about our 25.
There's the first flag.
Flag on the play.
Got a sideline warning on Lincoln County.
Sideline warning against Lincoln.
Oh, that's like normal for us. I think it happens every game.
We won't want to get too close to the action.
Yeah, we like that
Yeah, we were
sideline
trying to.
warning. Yeah.
We were trying to figure out personnel and what we had on, whether or not it was a return or a going after it. So.
All right, their punter standing on the 26 now.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to be a fake. It's going to be.
We got
him.
And we stuff him for a loss. We bring him down on the 45. The snap, we snap to the up backs that were back there to block.
Could you tell who read that, Dan? We couldn't really see who made the play. There's 2 or 3 guys.
Tony Beard made the tackle.
Okay, good job, Mr. Beard.
So a turnover. You don't have to call that a turnover. When you go for something like that and don't get it, I call that a turnover.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they punted, we would have been down here on about the 35,
Now, we
30,
set up
35.
on-
In the shotgun, we hand off to the setback. He's going around. He's got first down. I can't tell who it was.
So Craig Jones on the carry.
Jones.
They're going to mark it. That's a weak mark, but it still is a first down.
So he picks up a quick 10 plus yards. 1st and 10, Lincoln County. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Our defense has held, twice now on third downs? Going to be back in the shotgun. Got the setback with him. Jones fakes. Hands to Jones. Jones goes off that right side again. This time he picks up about 4 or 5 yards. About the same play as last time. If you get 10, then 5, that's an average of about 7.5. So try it again and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll take that. 6:35 to go in the third. We're up 17-13, and we're inside of Abbeville's 35-yard line.
You got Sagas and Franklin wide on the left side in that shotgun. And he hands to Jones again going up that middle. This time instead of, we're going from about 10 yards to
We got about maybe 1 that time.
to 5 to 2. I say let's go to another play.
Yeah, look for him to keep one of those here in a little bit.
I would have liked to seen us get out of that play because they had it stacked up on that side.
Got Franklin and Sagas wide again over to the left side. Got a third receiver on the deck. And it's going to be, this time it's going to be a Gumby keeper going up the middle. He's going to get it almost to the 26.
He didn't get it, though.
Nope. So it's going to bring up, 4th?
4th and about 2.
And from there, do you go for it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We got to go for it. Deshaun's checking into the offense. Get a little more blocking back power in there.
I'd even maybe try to pull them off sides right here or something.
Roll out left,
We're gonna
back option pass.
Timeout.
Timeout, Lincoln
Timeout to think about it. We get the first down. We keep the momentum. We keep the drive going. If they stop us, that kind of will shift a little momentum to them after we just held them. So we're going out of an I formation. Gumby's up under center. And he runs into his back.
We got it.
First down. Deshaun, just pure brute force of his own.
He's going to push the pile down to the 20.
Gets all the way down to the 20. It was all stacked up, and it was just pure leg drive. It gets him down there. So Lincoln County keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, you'll see this on TV. We really ran into one another, but Big Deshaun, like he said, along with that right side of the O-line, pushed the pile for a 7-yard gain.
And I believe we're going to stay in. Are we staying in the? No, we're back in the shotgun. And we're going to hand to Jones. No, it's going to be a Gumby keeper trying to come around left side, and they clean house on him.
Oh, yeah.
Clean house on him about the, well, they're going to say
nothing.
Yeah, they got it back line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they caught it and just pushed it back a little bit. We're up 17-13. We're on Abbeville's 20-yard line. I'd like to see something, a little trap here with 9 cutting across or something. Wouldn't that be cool?
Got the 2 wides to the right side in the shotgun. Gumby keeps it, passes, throwing down to the corner. Somebody didn't cut to the corner.
Well, it's thrown out of the back of the
end
zone.
Yeah, it was.
Still, it went to the out of the end zone, but our guy was headed to the goal post.
Even with all of Addison's jumping ability, he couldn't have caught that.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man. It's 50-50 chance. 4:15 to go in the third. We're up 17-13. We got the ball on their 20. But I would imagine we're going to do, this is 2 plays right here, because the field goal really don't help you a lot.
No.
Well, it puts you up a touchdown, I guess.
Yeah. And it's going to be a screen pass back to the backside to Jones. Jones is going to take it down.
Depends on the spot. And that spot is terrible.
They're going to spot him in on about the 11. What do we need to do? Get to the 10?
Yeah, we need to get just across the 10. So 4th and a yard. So the reason I say that spot is terrible is he came down on their player and rolled forward, so he should have gotten where he rolled forward, not where he came down on top of the player. That's how you're supposed to spot the ball.
Looks like we're going back in the eye with Deshaun in there at the fullback spot. Jones at the tail. And he's going to hand to Jones, following Deshaun.
No, he ain't going to get it.
I don't think he gets it. They stuff it, stack it up. And they hold us.
Yep.
We turn it over on downs. They read it. They stacked it up in that middle. 2 walls met. No movement on either. So at 3:28 to go in the third quarter, Lincoln County turns it over on downs to Abbeville down on our 12-yard line.
All right. Well, let me flip my page. Unfortunately, we was unable to stick that in for any points at all.
A 3 and out here, and that's okay.
Yeah, right.
But I think they're due to get a little bit of a drive going. It's going to be a quarterback. He fakes the toss and keeps it, and we're going to step him. I could be wrong. We may have made some adjustments at half. I don't know.
We seem to be stretched along the line of scrimmage a whole lot better and making them try to turn it inside where we got help.
We're definitely doing something different this half that we didn't do the first.
Yeah.
Abbeville's breaking the huddle, sending the man wide left and right. Quarterback getting under center, got slots either side. Man in motion right to left, turns back, hands to his left man, coming back to the right. And he breaks into the secondary. He's at the 20, 21, and we find they stop him at about the 22.
He's going to have a first.
Yep.
He'll be right there at it.
The spot's short.
Oh, all right. I tell you, I like, Zarika's come up, and Zarika's ain't huge, he's just tall and lanky, but he tried to put a pop on the tailback. Are they going to measure?
I think they're going to measure. Going to get the chain gang coming out to measure this one.
Addison, I didn't miss many of these last year. That's short.
Okay.
I'm just calling it. First. I'm going to call it about 3 inches short.
All right. 2:39 to go into third. We're up 4 points. A good football game. Wow.
Let's see if Dan is correct.
Oh, no, it's 3 inches over. They moved the ball while I wasn't looking.
You know, I saw them kick it a little bit.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's what happens when you get tooting your own horn too much.
Well, I didn't miss them at home that much. How about that?
There you go.
All right, so they pick up the first down after the measurement. It was that close. 1st and 10 for Abbeville. The ball on about the 22. Full house backfield. Hands to his tailback on the left side, trying to come right. We stack him up at the line. Maybe gets nothing.
I tell you, 5 is a man. Marshall has really played a heck of a football game tonight. But whoever our nose man is getting an excellent jump on the football. He's really trying to raise whatever cane he can in there.
I'm going to say picked up about a yard at it, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for Abbeville. The ball on the 23. Quarterback up under center, got man motion right to left. Slot man got a flag on the play. Whistles are blowing.
They better be glad that got a flag because it was going nowhere in a hurry.
They blew the whistle before he got down, so it's false start.
Yeah. All right, so a little 5-yard flag first penalty tonight that has been actually marked off, and except like you said, like your kickoff. They wanted just a little bit of TV time, so now let these boys play. And they have tonight. You got to tip your hat to the refs tonight. They have really let these guys play football.
96-14, Abbeville.
So they're moving back 5 yards. Still be 2nd and 13, 14. Scoreboard says 14. From where I'm looking at, it looks like 13, but that's all right. Somewhere in that neck of the woods. Lincoln still with the 4-man front on defense. And they hand to the man on the left side, trying to come right. He's going to get it across the 26-yard to about the 26 and a half, so he's going to pick up yards, going to bring up 3rd. 3rd and a long 5, short 6.
Looked like he got about 8 yards. We got Franklin a little bit slow getting up, maybe trying to catch a cramp, maybe.
That's on the ball spotted on the 27. I think that's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
The officials call a timeout because
we got a guy.
Franklin was getting up slow. But he gets on off and runs off the field on his own. He's like, wait a minute, I was just taking a breather.
Yeah, but in this heat, I like what the refs did. I'd rather be safe than sorry, man. Live to play another day.
Exactly.
As was the guy in the water boy.
So it's 3rd and 7 for Abbeville. Motion man right to left. He turns.
Wow, we eat it up.
He goes nowhere. The man he hands to tries to go off the right
Marshall again.
And we drive him all the way back to the 12, but where they're going to say forward progress was, I guess.
It don't matter, man.
When you see that on film, just ask yourself, I wonder how that tasted.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So that will bring up 4th on a long way. 4th and 7, 4th and 8. If you go back to where we drove him back, it'd be about 4th and 25. But their punter be standing back on about the 7-yard line. Sagas be standing just inside our 50, about the 48. A little high snap. He gets a kickoff, a good high kick. Sagas is going to fill it at the 38, goes to the right, dances around. He's at the 45, the 50, and lunges across the 45.
Yeah, man, Mason showed some speed, sprinting out and kind of really just outrunning a couple of guys.
He's hurting his hammy a little bit right here.
All right, end of the quarter,
End of the 3rd quarter.
Wow, what a fast one.
Lincoln County ends the 3rd quarter on top, 17-13 over Abbeville. And we'll be back in just a minute with the 4th and final quarter of this game on the Lincoln County. All right.
Jimmy, if you can get us a Washington score at the next break, feed it to us.
And we're back at Heights Stadium here in Abbeville, South Carolina, where we're getting ready to play the 4th quarter here in this game, where Lincoln County has struggled and finally come out. We're up 17-13 over Abbeville.
Doug Dan reported to us that Mason's got a cramp. It looks like we got Crite in his spot.
All right. We've got the ball. We got first down on the Abbeville 44. And we're going to hand off and go up the middle with it, pick up a yard or two, not much of anything.
I'm going to tell you, that 90 is a big old man. Woo.
So they're going to say, what, he picked up maybe a foot out of all that?
You know, right now, what I would eat as much of this thing up as I could.
I think that's
right
what I think that's what our game plan is.
Yeah.
Let's just grind it down. If we can get down close enough for a field goal, you know, another run up the middle. Now, when you grind it out, you got to be picking up 3 and 4 yards.
Yeah,
You
this
gotta
ain't
get
much
first
grind.
down.
Yeah.
You can't do it by getting a foot at a time.
Yeah.
But you know, a field goal puts it where they've got to get a touchdown to go up. You know.
Yeah, it ties or whatever. But we're still way out on what, the 42 and a half, 43-yard line. Mason is back in the game.
He's back in. 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Mason's out in the right slot. Littman out on the right. Rolling. Gumby fires it. He's got his receiver.
He's got
about
it.
the 32. Is that Littman on the reception?
Yeah, Letman, that's the go-to tonight.
Kind of a down and hook back, come back to it. Jumps up, catches it, picks up a first down. Stays in bounds.
Tackle made by number 4, Joshua Martin of the Panthers.
Change set. Clock starts. 10:41.
Ball start at the 33.
And let's see if we let maximum amounts of ticks get off the clock.
Oh, I would let that sucker run, dude.
I would be running like I'm in the last 3 minutes. And we're going to hand it off to Jones going up the middle. At that time, you know, Abbeville was showing a blitz coming in there.
Yeah.
Should have picked up on that in the audible. Did a sweep maybe.
Well, I don't know if he was really going to blitz or trying to make us jump, you know, trying to make us move.
But either way, when he steps up, he's done committed his motion that way.
Yeah, wow, Letman's going out. Now I'm getting a little worried. We're starting to cramp up. It looks like a little bit now.
Oh, he's okay. He's messing with his knee brace a little.
Oh, okay.
Adjusting it. He's all right.
Blake Murray, the junior, checking into the lineup for Lincoln County. We in that shotgun. Got one set back there with Gumby. And he tosses it underneath to Jones. Jones comes around the right side. Got a flag on the play.
Now I'm going to take.
He gets it down to the 25, but what is the flag?
Holding?
It took some guts to hold the ball that long, though.
Yeah. He was just before getting hit pretty good, and then he tossed it kind of underneath to.
Block in the back against Lincoln County.
Wow.
Good play, but it's going to be pushed back for.
That hurt right there. I mean, we were down
Holding.
there close, at least in first down territory. Our first flag of the night that makes a difference is 15 yards. 10. All right.
Going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
All right, so we just need to throw a 39-yard touchdown. 9:55 to go now in the football game. We're up 4 points.
We just need to keep.
Perhaps in passing situation now, though. We got second and long.
We just need to keep ball controlling and run time off on the clock. Our defense is shown they're up to the task for right now. Gumby dropping back to pass, throws across the middle, in and out of the hands, tipped again, and it's going to be almost intercepted 2 times by Abbeville, but neither one of them can hang on to it. So it ended up being a lot of excitement for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting. You wait and you see this one on the tube.
Well, it's tipped up in the air. The guy thought he had it. Did somebody?
They hit it
The
first,
post is
I
in my
think.
way. I could.
Yeah, they hit it, and they about got it on the deflection there. Kind of hit their guys. We really didn't have much of a shot.
So third down, Gumby back in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the left side, rolling left. Rolls, flips back to the right, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know. And I think they had us read that time too, Doug. I don't know if that one was going to go a long way unless we done something special. We're going to give them the
incomplete
football
pass stops the clock, and Josh Stewart's going to come out to punt for us.
Yeah, the only
He's probably
thing
going to be standing back around the 50. Actually, he's back beyond the 50 now.
that's twice we've been kind of deep in their territory now in this half and didn't strike for anything. Looks like we're waiting on somebody, anybody, just somebody come out there and. Here comes somebody that wants to play that just grabbed a helmet and said, I'll do it.
Tony Beard.
Wow, Coach ain't going to be happy about that at all.
No, not happy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Somebody catch the ball. Catch the ball.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And we punt away.
All right, good, good. Who's talking?
Bruce. One more minus but stop. Okay.
Oh, the ball's on the 2.
Guys that don't play a whole lot.
So it's going to be real interesting to see how these last 9 minutes play out.
Yeah. This will be Abbeville's first possession of the fourth quarter. Doug, we held them to 17 yards in that third quarter.
Okay. All right. And they got a long way to go right now. We just don't need to let them break along.
Yes.
I sure would like to see them put it on the ground right here.
Boy, wouldn't that be something?
So they're in the huddle, like Dan says, they've got the ball on the 2-yard line. So let's see what they do from there. They got a wide out to the left side, quarterback. He's up under center, turns hands to his tailback, going right off the right guard spot. They're just going to be muscling it, pushing it, getting it out to about the 7-8 yard line, picking up about 5 yards. Bring up 2nd and 5 for Abbeville. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Lincoln County is up 17-13. And if you'll recall, last year this game went back and forth.
Oh, man.
In the fourth quarter, the lead changed a couple times. And it actually came down to the very last play of the game where we attempted a field goal that went just a little wide with no time on the clock last year. Quarterback's going to spin, keep it himself, try to come around the left side. We're going to push him down right about the 10-yard line, so it's going to should bring up 3rd and about 2.
It's going to be 3, Doug. They got to get out to the.
Uh-oh, now Deshaun's cramping up. Oh, man. Ooh.
Need to pump some water and some Gatorade in them, get those electrolytes going.
I'm telling you, dude, I don't know what we need to do here. They're making him go out.
It's just so the winds quit blowing since the first half, and it's just humid.
Now, where do you think they go run this football?
Where he used to be. Oh, they marked this thing out on the 11. It is 3rd and about 2.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent spot. That's all right. We got Jed at linebacker now.
All right, they're going to full house backfield. Turns hands to his left tailback. He's got the first down, and then some. He's all the way up to the 15.
Now he's back to the 9.
But they back to the 9, but they're going to mark him at the
16-yard line. Deshaun's coming back.
All right, that's a big first down for Abbeville. They get it out from their shadow of their own goal.
8:22 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 for Abbeville. The ball back on their own 16. They're breaking huddle, not getting in a big hurry to do anything. They've got 8 minutes to do it. Quarterback up in the center for Abbeville. Turns, fakes to his tailback, keeps it himself, tries to go down the right side of the line. Lunges forward, gets it close to about the 20, so that'll make it about a 4-yard pickup. 2nd.
Now we got another guy going down, Brown. Wow.
He ain't going to be off but 1 play.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be 2nd and 6. But the only thing is, when they go out like that, it's stopping the clock. We need to keep the clock moving.
No, they're moving the clock.
The clock moves, yeah. Unless he falls down, goes down.
Full house backfield, quarterback hands off to
Dalton Weatherington, thank you.
Stuffed him up, stacked him up. Was it a no gainer? Maybe gets
might have got a
foot.
foot, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Bring up 3rd and 5. This is where Coach Banks said this is where we got to rise to the occasion right now. We've done it, 3 times already?
Yeah.
On the 3rd, one more time, here's what we need. Get the ball back and just do some ball control. Ball control, clock control. Big thing is right now we got to do some 3rd down control. Got motion left to right. Quarterback's going to toss to his setback. Comes around left side.
Wow, what a play. Jet again.
We shoestring tackle him with the 25. He needed to get to the 20, about the 26, so it's going to be a big decision here for Abbeville.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they don't want to
go
lose.
for it.
Oh, this is huge, guys, huge.
Just need to make sure our guys don't jump off sides and give them the easy first down.
Exactly.
We've got 5 men up on the front. They're going to have somebody shot through and stuffed him down.
Shit! Man!
So quick.
We
He
all
just shot a
jumped.
gap, and the guy got the handoff. And as soon as he did, he got met by Jet.
Good glory in the morning.
So they turn it over to us.
On their 23, 24-yard line. Oh, Lord.
That very well could be the play of the game right there.
I'm telling you, that was something. We just might need to call time and settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
Woo!
And I think that's what got people
Blocking then. Exactly.
Somebody's going to shoot, get through the gap.
Somebody's going to be free. Yeah.
Well, I sure would like to see 2 first downs here and a score.
Win, lose, or draw, this is the best out of the series so far of the 4 games we've played. This has been fun.
In the shotgun, he hands to Jones. Jones tries to go middle, flares off to the right side, and gets it down to about the 15, which is what you want to see. Picking up yards.
Oh.
And he's grabbing his calf, his leg back there, so he's going to cramp.
That's going to be short of the first down.
Yeah. That's all right.
They're amazingly consistent on these spots.
So it's going to be 2nd and 1 with the ball.
Yeah, score here is really going to make it tough for the Panthers.
Still in the shotgun, Cumbie back there. He's going to hand.
Oh, we lost yards.
He's going to lose a yard or 2.
Hey, and they're still fighting.
Be 3rd down, 3rd from right about the, we'll call it the 16 now. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
Wonder if we could fake that little dive and have somebody on a swing pass out here quick.
Yeah. And you got to just consider we're in 4 down territory. We got 2 plays to make it happen.
Oh, yeah. That Deshaun hit it tailback.
Do you gamble on this one and then do the conservative, try to sure thing on the 4th down if you don't get it? All right, Gumby shifting Deshaun from his left to his right. Hands it to Deshaun. Deshaun's got the 1st and more. He's down to the 10, maybe a foot inside the 10. First down stops the clock at 4:59.
Now, I'm going to tell you, nothing against Craig, but 34 would run it here. Well, they can't run it right now.
And I see 2 or 3 of our fellas walking around with some stiff legs out there. They're starting to cramp up pretty bad.
Oh, he's going. Just you got to come out of the game. Just take it easy. Just.
Yeah, Deshaun's got that cramp in his left leg there. And
we're getting some major feedback.
Here we are.
Jimmy, I don't know what's going on at the station, but this is some bad feedback. It just started.
Just started bouncing all around.
Addison, you need to call the radio station back. The feed's really bad.
Okay.
Who was on that carry?
Sherrod Jones.
Sherrod Jones on the carry.
All right, I'm going to hang it up, fans. We'll be right back.
Man, these spots are consistent.
Consistently bad?
Yeah. They all mark for the gold and maroon.
Hey, buddy, it's us. Well, but that's been about 5 minutes ago.
Call it down there, Dan.
All right.
Okay.
We got Denzel in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Sherrod up the middle. No, he keeps, and he gets caught in the backfield. He's back on about the 7-yard line.
All right, that's cool, Jim.
Keep it down there. You got a better vantage point where they're at.
All right, there's 3:55 and ticking left in the fourth quarter. The Red Devils are up 17-13. We're trying to run a little clock here and punch one in the end zone to put this thing out of reach.
Yeah, definitely would.
Danzel's looking over the sideline for the play call. We've got one wide out left, two wide outs right. Got Sherrod Jones in the backfield alongside Danzel. Danzel takes the snap, fakes, takes the run off to the left side. He's going to get just across the 5-yard line if they mark it right. And once again, it's going to be ticking with 3:25. That'll be fourth down and goal to go at the 5-yard line, even though he got across the 5-yard line.
All right, Abbeville calls time.
To get a touchdown and 2 points to beat you, or a touchdown in the 1-point conversion to tie you.
The only thing I think he's thinking, they'll still have to go 95 yards.
Yep. The offense is still in the huddle there, so I mean.
All right, here we go.
Okay. All right, Danzel is in the shotgun again. Rod to his right. Got 3 wideouts left, 1 wideout right. He takes the snap. He rolls to his left, looks back to the right, throws to the right. It's incomplete.
All right, so we turned it over on downs. He flooded it to the left side. Had the 3 wides to the left. He rolled that way, reversed around, flipped back, tried to pass back across field. Incomplete. One of the things, if he catches it, he scores, and you look like a genius if he doesn't. 3:18. Abbeville has the ball. They got 3 timeouts, and they got to go,
I think they got 2
yards.
actually. They didn't put it on the board, but I think they called one a couple of minutes ago.
That's right.
Down to 2.
And they've got 95 yards to go.
Well, this is what we come across the river to see.
And they still got to get the touchdown to beat us. A field goal,
Good.
they'd be a point shy. And they're going to try to run it to
Fumble! We got it!
We recover!
Yes!
Mason Sagas recovers the fumble.
Recovers inside the 10.
First time they've laid it on the ground tonight, and the Lincoln County Red Devils jump on it. I couldn't see quite who stripped it.
Did we see a potential 15-game winning streak coming to an end here in 3 minutes and 13 seconds?
Score
The only
here.
streak I care about is the one against us, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see us maybe get one.
finally. Yeah, that's the first
Abbeville's
time.
got the 15-game winning streak.
I know what you're saying, but I don't like the streak they got against us.
No. Well, I'd like to end that win streak with a victory by us. Deshaun's back in the backfield. He's going to toss to...
Touchdown. No.
Nope, he's short.
Gosh.
They're spotting it just out. It's on the half-yard line.
What a great time to call a sweep. And we had blocking.
I kind of like that I formation
I
look
like it a lot.
with the side
Yes.
we got at fullback.
And he got it down to what? About the 1.
It's
That's
inside the
close.
1.
Inside the 1, 2:46 to go. Just let time tick off on the soul clock.
Yep.
Deshaun's back in the fullback spot. Sherrod Jones back in the tail. Gonna be up under the center. He hands to Deshaun.
It's touchdown. Deshaun's got it.
He
Touchdown.
just falls over the pile. 2:27 to go in the game. Deshaun scores.
I can't tell you how sweet that is.
My.
Makes me think back to Larry Munson saying, "Is that sugar falling from?"
From the sky. Yeah.
Good job. Oh, I like that scoreboard, Dougie. 23-13.
Yes, I like it. Wow, does he not get that thing up quick? So, okay, Spratling hits the extra point. They'll score with 2:27 left. Lincoln County 24, Abbeville 13. And let's go back for a 30-second timeout on the Lincoln County Football Network.
Okay, we got it. Yeah. All right.
Who is it, bro?
That was Nancy said that Jimmy was trying to get in touch with you, but I guess you done talked to him.
We should be back on right now.
Jimmy talked to us and make sure we're on.
We on a break right now.
Was our kick good?
Yes.
Yes, 24-13, and I'll have to say, some interviews I don't look forward to after a game. I'm looking forward to this one.
In our post-game show, y'all be thinking about why we won and why they lost.
If we win, I'm going to tell you exactly.
Because we had more points?
Number
That's why we
5.
won?
Number 5. I don't know. I said 32nd. Wake up, Jimmy. Wake up, Jimmy.
Well, this is going to start playing like it is live, and we're back at Height Stadium. We're getting ready to kick off. Lincoln County has gone up now 24-13, 2:27 to go in this ball game.
Don't give them a chance.
And there's the kickoff. It's going to be just a low one that's going to bounce on the 40 and back to the 35. And that's where we're going to bring him down. They'll start this possession on the 35. Or
Jalen Wade made a nice tackle there to get them no yardage.
You know what? If you could really do that all the time, that's a pretty good kick.
Yeah.
Because it kicks out, and then our front line it gives them no chance to pick up extra blockers.
But you know what, Addison?
What's
if
that?
you kick it out of bounds, you get it there anyway.
You're right. Yeah. You're exactly right.
But if you kick it there, you do have a remote chance of them bobbling and fumbling,
right.
and you can get it.
All right, the scoreboard says 3 timeouts, but I think they're down just to 2.
Yep.
2:23 to go. Abbeville with the ball on the 35. Their quarterback rolling right, getting pressure.
Oh, yes.
Back. Number 5, is that Jet Marshall
Jet
again?
Marshall again.
Guess who?
Gosh, did he not come to play football tonight?
He came to play and has played.
Wow. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go. Threw him for about a 7-yard loss. 2nd and 17.
And you know we're going to just pin our ears back now.
Yeah. Do a little semi-prevent.
Yeah.
Addison, we must be off the air. He was trying to call me.
Who?
Jimmy. Trey Brown and Craig Jones out there bringing down that tackle.
You know, he's doing something because I'm showing connected.
He's calling me again. I'll try to get.
Tell him I'm trying to call him. Hello?
Okay, Addison, you're down again, so just try to call him back.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, he's trying to call you back now.
Tell him okay.
All right.
It's busy.
Busy signal.
Try it now.
Unbelievable. It's not our end. I've been rolling. My clock is,
Is our stuff being recorded on the video?
Yes, that's why we got to keep calling the
Okay,
game.
we'll keep calling the game anyway. All right, minute 7 to go. Lincoln with the 4th down against Abbeville with the 4th down. Big 4th down from here, 4th and 11. Quarterback.
Hey, man,
roll left, and he tosses as a last desperation. We
Ball
bring it
game.
down from behind. They turn it over on downs.
Okay, well,
58 seconds.
All right, go ahead. All right.
They turn it over with 58 seconds to go. We get the ball at about the 45, and all we're going to have to do is drop back on some knees. Which, like I said, scoreboard showing 3 timeouts for them. We're showing 2 timeouts, but that's So we'll probably run it twice and then drop on a knee. And the Abbeville faithful are still kind of hanging in here. They're after 15 consecutive wins. They kind of in a little bit of disbelief here right now.
And their crowd is emptying out. I don't mean to be mean, but I'm glad to see it.
Hopefully they'll all be gone by the time we get packed up and out of here. We can just zoom right on back home.
That's right.
All right. Gumby getting up under center. I think he's just going to drop back, take a knee, drop back. Yep, takes a knee, drops down. I don't think Abbeville's even going to take timeouts. So we'll have to drop back on a knee about one more time. I'm thinking for this to be a ball game. But right now we're at 45 seconds to go in this game. Lincoln County up 24-13. All second half for Lincoln County. Abbeville for whatever reason, just did not show up in the second half.
Good job.
So we're waiting for the play clock to get down to where it's got to be, and then all Gumby's got to do is get up there and take one more.
He's going to let it run all the way down and then
Okay.
take the penalty and then run a play.
Oh, man.
Just take snap, get on, and get it over.
Once again, anybody
They're going
trying.
to let it run on out, I think.
We didn't.
Yeah, it is going to run out.
Yeah. That's what they're going to do. They waited to start the play clock till it'll be time for it to go.
Hey, man, we're back. All right, no problem.
That's the ball game.
Yeah, come right to us.
Right now, 24-13. As soon as Dan can get a hold of the coach, we'll get that interview down there.
Good luck to you.
And we hate the technical problems there, but when you're dealing with cell phones and everything, sometimes you drop off. And
I got Coach down here now, Doug.
All right, go ahead.
Listen, Coach, I know after what we've experienced down here a few times, this has to be extra sweet tonight, knowing that we come off this field with a win.
Well, I'll tell you, our kids played their hearts out. And, yes, when you've been here 3 times in a row and only team has ever beat us 3 times in a row, and it being home, yeah, it's a huge win for us.
What about the game by number 5 tonight? Jatavius Marshall. Great game by him.
Jatavius Marshall, outside linebacker, super football game, without a doubt. Player of the game on defense before I even look at the film.
Coach, congratulations. I know this is a sweet victory. Thank you. Have a good evening. All right, guys, up to you.
All right, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Coach.